What is up? Well, how's it going on this Sunday? It's going pretty decent. I'm trying to. Well, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm trying to level up a water type so I could go and beat the fire person, but leveling up the water type isn't going really good, so. The awful bugs. There's some pretty weird shit that's going on in this Pokemon, not gonna lie. There's some pretty weird shit that's going on in this Pokemon game. Well, that'll pretty much cost it. Yep, that'll do it. It's really dumb, the whole like crystal bullshit thing that because they gotta like reinvent the wheel every time. You know, I don't understand a lot of these like whole concepts to like reinvent Pokemon. Just make new Pokemon and make a new region. You don't need to put like a new fucking spin on it. You know? There's no reason that you need to put a new fucking spin on it. Just yeah, it's like why? No, that's fine, man. I get it. I should be drinking right now. But I'm just I did all my chores today already, so I'm relaxing. I'm also getting over being sick. I was sick for the last couple of days. I caught whatever bullshit's going around, and it's nothing super bad, but it's not great. You know what I mean? It was just enough to make me like really fatigued and shit. Um, but this is my last day before I have to go to work, and I finally was feeling good enough to get all my chores done and stuff. So I like cleaned up the whole place, and I got everything to make a nice fancy steak dinner. Oh, I just picked the kitty because I always pick the grass type starter. That's just what I pick, usually every time, because usually the grass starter's my favorite anyways. So I know, which is like the lamest starter usually in like every game, but it's just what I pick. Yeah, it's my kitty cat. Um, but yeah, and I just couldn't pick the stupid duck with the weird hair, and I couldn't pick the retarded looking crocodile thing. So, and so I don't, you know, and I have a tendency to pick the grass type in pretty much every Pokemon game. All the way back to the very first Pokemon game I ever played was Chikorita. It would have been Silver version. I really like Chikorita. It's just usually how it goes. I heard a thing. It's probably up there. So yeah, so I just normally pick the grass type. All right, kitty cat, go. But why do the grass types tend to be furry bait over everything else? Because like I don't think Torterra was furry bait. You know? I don't know. And I feel like, Trico and stuff like that were not furries. I feel like very few of the grass types were furries. I feel like more of the other types were, you know, the thing to choose to be furries. I'm just saying. No, Trico wasn't a furry because he's a lizard. Not compared to the fucking chicken that literally turned into like a man-sized chicken person. You know what I mean? Torchic was definitely the furry of that trio. I'm just saying. Emo pig. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because let's see here. I don't think any of the first gens were furries. Were good enough to be furries. They're too weird. Um, the second gen, I would say that is probably Cyndaquil was the biggest furry. I'd say there's more fire types that are furry than grass type. Just saying. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, Alice. Why didn't you pay rent, Alice? It's a perfectly reasonable question. I mean, that's fair. We've all been there. I paid my rent, but for some reason, my building is being really slow at cashing the check, and they've been like that a lot lately. For like, for a long time, they were really, really good at it. And for some reason now they just suck. No clue why. But it takes them like 2 to 3 weeks to cash my fucking rent check. But then it's like time to write the next one. And it's infuriating. Is that a slow poke? I like it a slow poke. Alright, I gotta try to do something that's not gonna kill it. Oh. You just go to the bank and cash them. Or like oftentimes those like giant checks are just for show. They actually will just give you a little check or like do a direct deposit for it. Hell yeah, we'll add Slowpoke to my party. Get rid of this terrible Wiglet. Slowpoke. Let's see what else for cool water Pokemon are down here. What the heck that thing is. Oh, I get it. It's like a sea anemone. Not Slowpoke. It's alright. We'll use Diglett. My chicken nugget. My bestest chicken nugget. Bam. Got him. I do not have a P.O. box. They're incredibly expensive in my town because my town is very, very old and the post system here is very out of date because the city doesn't want to chip in as much money as the federal government wants them to for a new post office and new systems and shit like that. So our system is very out of date and it causes a lot of problems. So a P.O. box that would be like just big enough for letters here in my city is about $70 a month. And then to have one big enough for packages, it's almost $200 a month. So, yeah, it's pretty rough. What the fuck is that thing? Is it like sand? Is this literally a pile of sand Pokemon? You can't go all attack. Sometimes you need those support moves. That's a dumb Pokemon. It's a fucking pile of sand. The hell's that thing? A Pinchurchin. Oh, is this electric Pokemon? What the fuck? Fucking weird. Alright, Dunsparce. One of my favorite Pokemon. There's a lot of weird, dumb Pokemon in this game. I remember that one. That's a Meryl. There is. Like, the people in the Discord have sent me some stuff over the years. A lot of, like, Christmas cards, because they know I don't have, like, family or anything like that, which is really nice. I really appreciate stuff like that. I get a lot of Christmas cards and stuff from people, which is cool. And the flags all back there were sent to me from people, which was nice. I still don't have an American flag, and I still don't have a Union Jack, which is kind of weird. I figured those would be like the first ones I would be sent. But no, I've never got an American flag. I've got 3 Austrian flags and a Canadian flag, which is funny. I kind of figured I'd be sent a Union Jack or a American flag by now, and I haven't been. That's all right. All right, Slowpoke. See if we can teach her some new moves. If I have any good water moves to teach you. Apparently not. Yeah, dang it. I love how this Pokemon's so dumb. It can't be affected by smart moves. Cannon. Kitty cat. Oh, she's got a Slowpoke too? bullshit. This game's rigged. Alright, we'll just do it the hard way, I guess. Wish all the cows would quit charging me while I'm trying to fight. This must be one of those things where I can't get through until I fight that thing. Son of a... It's a weird looking... It's a weird looking bird thing. Alright, lady. Just because I'm right here. Perfect. Easy. Sweat. I got Bonsweet Sweat. Mmm. Welcome back. I got a load of dice. Nice. That's probably a fairly interesting move. Thank you. It's Austrian. Just like my shirt is Austrian. My tunic, I should say. Let's see here. Do I have enough to be able to do this again? Let's give her a try, I think. The Australia of Europe? I wouldn't say that. I'd say Turkey's the Australia of Europe. Because, you know, it's not really like a part of Europe. You know what I mean? Because it's both. Yep, I saw it all the first time. I don't need to watch the cutscene again. Her and her weird hair. And her boots that are very impractical. Besides, we all... Yeah, see? Turkey is definitely the Australia of Europe. Alright, Slowpoke. It's up to you, buddy. You're the only, like, good water-type Pokemon I have. Oh my god, why does this thing have so much health? Yeah, he might be busy. It is Sunday, you know. Sunday's a family day normally. Yeah, I know, but like, why are your fire and ground type Pokemon so resistant to water moves? I don't get that at all. Yeah, he's around. He's probably just busy, you know. All right, let's see here. Use one of these. Why is this thing get a fucking speed boost every time? I know, right? I wish, but like, this boss fight's just fucked. I'm fighting a car. I mean, like, how out of stuff does Pokemon have to get that I have to fight a fucking car? I'm literally fighting a car. Yeah, it's like, because Pokemon's fucking stupid now. And they've run out of ideas of shit to, like, do. So. See, that move's just. I'm literally just getting rammed by a fucking car. That's this whole boss fight. Makes no fucking sense. At all. But. Well, that's incredibly toxic. Just saying. I would not give him a second chance. He sounds unstable. And stability is something people need, like, a lot of right now. Fuck. This boss fight's just retarded. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about him. I wouldn't. This fucking car and all of its, like, status upgrades and stuff like that, it's just, this thing's just fucked. Yep. I'm literally fighting a car. And it'll get to attack first, and I'm dead now, watch. Woo, I did it. Boss fight down. Kitty Cat did it. I know, right? She can't even walk with those fucked up weird boots that she's got. That's right. Kitty Cat always wins. See, she can't even walk. Because she has those really impractical boots. I know. She's because she can't fucking walk because she has those impractical ass fucking boots on. She can't walk because her boots are so fucked up. She went for fashion over function, which is always wrong. Always wrong. There's too much dialogue in this game. More dialogue. That's literally what I just said I don't want to deal with. Yeah, I don't know why people would want to deal with those. I mean, I wear my jack boots quite a lot because I like them and they're super well broken. Um, I wear them a lot, actually. And they're getting kind of beat up and old because they're pretty close to 70 years old now because mine were made in the 50s. Um, but yeah, it's like a lot. All right. So, but that's about the tallest pair of boots that I have is they come up to over the calf. That's about it. Well, I mean, that's the thing. You're going for fashion over function. I will never do fashion over function. These how dare you, Todd? Not like Pokemon. And you said Fallout was too boring the other day. The last time you played. And sometimes you just want to play a relaxing game. You don't want to get too fucking sweaty, you know? You don't want to get too sweaty. Sometimes you just want to relax, you know what I'm saying? I was going to be streaming a different game actually. Right now, if my buddy Roy got on the Xbox, I was going to be playing Chivalry 2, but he's not on yet because he's kind of lazy and he doesn't like to get up early enough. So, yeah, that's fair. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Most people's opinions are shit, but everyone's entitled to it. So, 15 years ago. Well, Fallout 3 came out in 2008, and then I was playing New Vegas, which is newer. And I should beat Fallout 4. It's some weird fucking lizard dog legendary Pokemon thing that they gave me at the beginning of the game. I wasn't really paying attention. So when they gave it to me, because it's kind of worthless, to be fair. But in the other version, because there's always like two versions of Pokemon that come out at the same time, in Pokemon Violet, which is like a super futuristic thing version of this game, it takes place like 1,000 years in the future from when Scarlet takes place. So I'm playing the older one, the one that takes place like in the past. So the lizard dog you have to walk around with. It has legs actually. It doesn't. It's not like a hover cycle like the future one is. I wish I liked Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it was one of those games that EA pushed out as a cash grab, and they really should have done a lot more with it, And because it was one of those ones where EA was working really, really hard to try to make it a pay-to-win game, and everyone had a lot of pushback against it. So then they had to take a bunch of shit out of the game, and it kind of ruined it, because then it wasn't pay-to-win, and the game was so heavily based on pay-to-win mechanics. So. But yeah, I was going to be playing Chivalry 2, which, for those of you who don't know, that is a pretty realistic medieval combat game. And that is a game that I get too sweaty in. Well, unfortunately, most of the people that I've been gaining recently are ages 20 to 29. So. So people ages 20 to 29 must really like it. So, and then my second highest age group that I've got subscription wise is like 30 to 39. I actually get very few people under the age of 18 or under the age of 20 for that matter. So most of my subscribers that I get are middle aged. So that's just how it be. Oh my god, this thing's so shitty at swimming. What do you mean I can't go across there? It's dumb. Can I jump it? Right, I could jump it, but I can't swim across it for some reason. I mean, technically, if you're like 20. Well, they don't need to be. I actually get quite a lot of it. people that watch that are like middle aged that are talking about like the nostalgia and asking me how the game is and stuff like that, because they're like people my age that grew up playing Pokemon and stuff. So so just saying, I'm pretty close to that. I hear him. There he is. True. A lot of people do, which is nice. I appreciate it. But yeah, for Rosad, I was gonna be doing something else, and I'm supposed to be making dinner here. I'm supposed to have dinner plans here, but I haven't heard yet if that's going to happen or not. So it might just be me having a steak dinner. But I'm always open to game recommendations. There's just two things I don't want in video games. I don't want to hear Call of Duty, and I don't want to hear some shitty World War II indie game because I'm getting really tired of World War II games. Those are like my two things. I'm open to pretty much everything else. You can have steak. I have two of them. So I'm supposed to see about if it's happening or not. I should see. It's all right. If not, I'll make steak myself. It'll be good. And I should go to the store. I have to buy a new clothes iron. You know? No, I don't need to learn yawn. Hooray! Look at us. The heck is that thing? The heck is that thing? $13. Is that how long it takes to get here from the UK? Because, I mean, I'll be at work in 13 hours. To be fair. But I should go to the store. It has been about an hour. I pressed the jump button, but it didn't go. Because I'm using a cheap aftermarket controller. Okay. Oh, I just needed more of a wind-up, I guess. Well, I don't want to call in sick. I gotta make money. Gotta do stuff. Gotta be able to buy things. Which, I did end up getting a really, really nice Mark 1 Brody helmet the other day. I'm waiting for it to show up so I can do a video on it. Because I would very much like to do... It's been a hole in the collection for a long time, the Mark 1 Brody helmet. Oh, it's a crab. Oh, it's an aggressive crab. I don't like aggressive crabs. Well, how about this? I will hopefully, if that doesn't work out for the dinner, where the people are coming over for dinner, I'll make steak on a live stream later. How's that sound? Okay? Does that sound good enough? As long as I don't crash real hard from being sick. But right now I've got a decent amount of energy. So. Alright, so I should save it and go do that stuff. And, I was going to think about downloading Darktide. Warhammer 40k Darktide. If that sounds like a more intense game, if Todd's still here. I don't know if Todd's still here. That would be a good PC game, I think. And that's why I try to be a good person. And then you could learn. You could learn how to cook. I don't know if you know how to cook a nice steak, but I got some decent sirloin. Sirloin's not my first choice of steak, but they were on sale. I got all the stuff to make mashed potatoes and mushrooms as a side. I do need to go buy a nice bottle of red wine because I like to use red wine when I make my mushrooms. And then I could also drink it with my steak, which is great. And I got to get a clothes iron and maybe some mustard greens as a bed for the steak, because mustard greens are like spicy lettuce. They got just a little bit of like tongue tingling spice to it. Mustard greens do. And I like it. It's very flavorful compared to regular lettuce, which just tastes like water. And if you put a well, I'll teach you how to make a good steak then. But it's, you know, the mustard greens, if you put the steak on top of a bed of mustard greens, they absorb that beautiful steak flavor on top of the mustard green kind of flavor, which is nice. It's very pleasant, enjoyable. So it'll be good. It'll be good. So I think that's what we're going to do. How's the new job? The new job's good. I've had 3 days off. So we're doing really, really good, actually. People seem to like me. Which is nice. That's who actually I invited over. I invited over a couple people from work to try to make new friends, you know, because I told them I like to cook and I hardly ever get to cook for anybody. So if they want some free food, I will make dinner, and that's the plan. So we'll see, anyways. Because if not, you know, because people get busy, and right now we're short staffed, so a lot of people are taking advantage of the overtime. So we'll see, but we will save the game just one last time for funsies, and then I'm gonna go run those errands, and then we'll see about what's happening next. Okay. All right. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. And Todd, hopefully Darktide's a good enough game for you, because I think I'm gonna start downloading that after this. So, all right.